Hey there, Trusta fans. We'll get to the rest of the news in a minute, and God knows there were some doozies out there last week. But the one thing that should really matter to you, our ardent viewer and faithful user, is that Trusta launched crypto-friendly SWIFT transfers. Why is this so important for Trusta and you, our users? Well, it's because Trusta is going global. That's right. We're no longer constrained by the limits of the European Economic Area, the EEA. Now the entire world is our oyster. In the last few months, we've not only upgraded our payment provider, we introduced a crypto-friendly IBAN for SEPA Instant, tailored for users inside the EU. An ideal solution for fast euro transfers. You sell some crypto inside Trusta because you need cash, transfer that cash with our SEPA Instant to your bank account and spend it on shopping, bill payments, or what have you. Or use your Trusta IBAN for buying crypto. Transfer euros to your Trusta payment account and use the funds to buy crypto, all within a single app. But now with crypto-friendly SWIFT transfers, we've integrated this genius interbank messaging protocol with a crypto-heavy payments infrastructure like Trusta. It's a huge deal because now you can transfer euros to and from virtually any country in the world, 148 countries to be exact. But given that the United Nations has 198 member states, I think it's fair to say that we're providing the service to the entire world. Just imagine the possibilities. If you're a digital nomad or a crypto-heavy business or an agency with multiple subcontractors on the payroll, or just a grandma who wants to gift her little grandchild, some money, you can send or receive cash from anybody in the world, whether it's in the form of crypto or fiat, any fiat. You can do that now with Trusta. For example, if the corresponding bank can convert local currency to euros, you can receive whatever, dirhams from the Arab Emirates and have euros in your Trusta payment account in no time. And your Arab counterpart can have your payment in euros in the form of dirhams in their account also in seconds. And then you both can use the euros or dirhams to invest in crypto or transfer them to your regular bank account for whatever needs you might have, paying bills, shopping, whatever your heart desires. So to sum up, our brand new shiny SWIFT solution works with Trusta's payment account, IBAN for SEPA, and our crypto wallet, which supports 7 major cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, XRP, USDC, and USDT, and we support the TRC20 token format. So Tron USDT users, welcome. This 3-pronged approach, which we just perfected with a third and final, for now, prong, is ideal for anyone who is somehow involved in crypto, whether you're receiving it as payment, investing in it, or need cash for daily expenses. The conversion is automatic. Send euros and your addressee receives the transfer in their local currency if their bank is able to convert euros, and most banks are. It's seamless, it's efficient, low fee, and hassle-free. So enjoy it and happy transfers. Now let's see what else is going on in the cryptoverse. Right, the Bitcoin halving. You didn't think I forgot that one, did you? So it happened Friday night, I think, and naturally, Bitcoiners are all as giddy as schoolgirls over this, congratulating each other left and right. Well, it was expected, given the importance of this event, which essentially Bitcoin lopping off half of itself in order to maintain its scarcity, which apparently is a major feature of programmable money, as it's called by Bitcoin hardliners. Countered by money supply theorists who suggest that currency issuance is the blood and guts of finance, and delegating it to a computer program is, well, unrealistic and dangerous. And if you spend any amount of time in this vlog, you know which way I lean. So back to halving. It's here, it's happened, deal with it, and deal with it you shall have to. Because people are already posting transfer summaries from exchanges with ridiculously high fees. You probably know the drill by now. With each halving, it's getting tougher for miners to complete blocks, which to you, an investor, means higher fees, meaning lower liquidity, leading to higher prices for the asset, leading to a sell-off, resulting in competition on the network, hence congestion, even higher network fees. The exchanges will likely follow with their own fees, and so on and so forth. The life cycle of the cryptoverse. Satoshi would be very proud. Moving on. Dubai just got done hosting Token 2049, a premier global Web3 and crypto conference. You would think that the hurricane and subsequent flood in Dubai would put a hex on the whole thing, but you'd be sorely mistaken. In fact, according to reports, the mayhem actually contributed to the festive atmosphere in a sort of, we only used to be against the SEC, now we're against God himself kind of way. Anyway, the conference turned out to be a treasure trove of insights, with discussions centered around decentralized AI, Web3 gaming, and its economic impact, the need for interoperability in DeFi, and the rise of sovereign layer 2 solutions, the lessons of FTX and Terra Luna collapses, and a whole bunch of others. Notable speakers included Pavel Durov, the guy who got some really really loud cheers when he cried out into the crowd, "Hey, are there any scammers out there?" Also, Tether's Paolo Ardoino, Sandeep Nalwal, co-founder of Polygon, convicted fraudster Arthur Hayes, co-founder of BitMEX, Roger Ver, angel investor and founder of Bitcoin.com, and some others. The takeaway? Well, Web3 is going just great. I'll dig deeper into each speaker's presentation and put together some short videos on the topic. Look for those on our TikTok in the coming days. On April 17th, Senators Kristen Gillibrand and Cynthia Lummis introduced the Lummis-Gillibrand Payment Stablecoin Act. This bill mandates that stablecoin issuers maintain strict one-to-one reserves and prohibits the creation and use of unbacked algorithmic stablecoins. The legislation also sets forth comprehensive regulatory frameworks at both state and federal levels, specifically tailored to uphold the dual banking system and enforce anti-money laundering and sanctions compliance. This package would potentially ease banking interactions for legitimate cannabis businesses, aligning with secure and fair enforcement regulation. It's called Safer Banking Act. It's an abbreviation, SAFER. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer indicated a push to pass such legislation soon, with the Safer Banking Bill still pending approval from the full Senate, but I'm sure it'll go through in no time. The Internal Revenue Service, the infamous IRS, unveiled a preliminary version of Form 1099-DA, a new tax document for cryptocurrency brokers and exchanges to report specific digital asset transactions. Released last Thursday, this draft categorizes various broker types, including kiosk operators, digital asset payment processors, both hosted and unhosted wallet providers, centralized and decentralized exchanges, and Bitcoin ATMs. It also requires the disclosure of a digital asset address and the designation of the asset as a non-covered security. If implemented, the form would be issued to investors annually, so again, happy Bitcoin halving, everyone. Innovate Finance Global Summit Conference took place in London on April 16th. Bank of England Deputy Governor Sarah Breeden declared that UK stands on the brink of a finance revolution set to dramatically reduce the cost of transactions and enable innovations like micropayments and automatic billing upon delivery. Breeden emphasized the urgent need for the financial sector to adapt to the surge in technology, which could pose a serious threat to traditional banking by enabling new entities to quickly gain significant market influence. Economic Secretary Bim Afalami confirmed that the British government is poised to introduce legislation to regulate stablecoins and crypto staking activities this summer. Planned for enactment by June or July, the new laws aim to incorporate crypto exchanges, custodial services, and other related activities into a regulatory framework for the first time. A Nebraska man, Nebraska is a state in one of the United States in the United States. Well, Nebraska man Charles O. Parks III, age 45, was arrested and charged with wire fraud, money laundering, and other financial crimes, accused of defrauding two major cloud storage providers, likely Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure. Apparently, Parks created numerous accounts under various identities to access extensive computing resources for cloud cryptocurrency mining, despite being previously expelled by one provider due to non-payment and fraud suspicions. His operations, which primarily focused on mining Ether, Litecoin, and Monero, accumulated about $3.5 million in unpaid bills. Yet the entire operation netted Parks only around $1 million in crypto. If convicted on all counts, he could face up to 30 years in prison. In his elaborate scheme, Parks laundered the cryptocurrency through exchanges, NFT marketplaces, and various payment gateways, including traditional banks. Abraham Eisenberg, a 27-year-old crypto trader, has been convicted of commodities fraud, commodities manipulation, and wire fraud in a Manhattan federal court following his October 2022 exploit of the Solana-based decentralized finance platform Mango Markets. The court found that Eisenberg engaged in deceptive trading practices by selling large volumes of MNGO perpetuals between his own accounts to inflate the price artificially. This allowed him to withdraw $110 million in various cryptocurrencies under false pretenses. After the theft, Eisenberg, hiding his identity, proposed to Mango Markets to return $67 million in exchange for retaining $43 million and immunity from prosecution, which was declined. His defense argued that Eisenberg's actions were within the platform's rules and his trades were merely exploiting available opportunities. In contrast, the prosecution highlighted his prior searches for market manipulation tactics and his subsequent attempts to escape to Israel, painting a picture of premeditated fraud. Yada, yada, yada. He's looking at 20 years now. Ubisoft is gearing up to launch its pioneering blockchain-based game Champion Tactics Grimoria, revealed at Paris Blockchain Week. I think it was on the 10th of April, I think so. The game, featuring blockchain-enabled figurines that players can craft and combine into teams, is Ubisoft's first foray into blending traditional gaming with blockchain technology. Unlike the overwhelming majority of play-to-earn titles, the Grimoria gameplay promises Ubisoft's hallmark quality graphics and animations. Moreover, Ubisoft and Oasis, the blockchain platform hosting the game, introduced a white list of players eager to start crafting their figurines. They also announced an integration with Layer 0, aiming to boost cross-chain interactions in their upcoming 2024 Dragon update. And finally, in another installment of the Chronicles of Idiocy, VeChain and the Ultimate Fighting Championship are introducing tokenized gloves, as in fighting gloves, I guess, equipped with NFC chips to authenticate fight gear using the VeChain Thor blockchain. Starting with the UFC 300 on April 13th, fighters began to wear these innovative gloves, which also track fight data. Post-match, the gloves will be gifted, turning them into prized collectibles verified via smart contracts on VeChain's network. Initially, 12 exclusive pairs will be presented to celebrities, namely Joe Rogan will receive a pair at a live event hosted by UFC CEO Dana White. Well, good for Joe Rogan, I guess. This is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, Trusta launched crypto-friendly Swift transfers, so go out there, check it out. It's really awesome. We're really excited about that over here. Follow us on our social media. If you haven't joined our community on Telegram, please do so. Check out our short ones on TikTok, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.